Welcome to Success Talks with Rodney Saulsberry. I hope you will support my sponsors who bring you this podcast absolutely free and with limited interruptions. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I'll get started in just a second.
The reviews are in. The latest book from Voiceover superstar and coach Rodney Saulsberry is another runaway hit. Readers from all over the world are raving about his newest title, Tongue Twisters and Vocal Warm-Ups. You can find this and his other titles at the top of the Voiceover bestsellers list on Amazon.com.
How to get more money for your voiceover jobs. It's time for you to get a raise. That's right. You are the CEO, Chief Executive Officer of your business, and it's time for you to speak to your shareholders, which consist of you and your inner thoughts. That's right. Speak to your shareholders and tell them that it is time for you to get more money for the job that you do every day. Read copy, do voiceovers, and make a wage that is comparable to a middle class or better way of living. There are several ways to make this happen when you see yourself in a positive and powerful light. I am talking about helping you create an atmosphere that will soon feel like an embarrassment of riches once you start to be compensated the way that you deserve.
And we'll be back after this message.
Has anyone ever said to you that you have a nice voice and you should get into voiceovers? Well, this is your chance to find out how to do that online in Rodney Saulsberry's Voiceover online seminar for beginners only. You can find out what it takes to be a voiceover artist. And here's the beauty of this online seminar. You don't have to be there. When you register, you will automatically get a copy of the seminar. Go to my website at rodneysaulsberry.com and sign up to...
Take a look at some successful businesses that we are already familiar with. Take, for instance, department stores, for example. They always offer you items, and then they give you more items for a slightly higher price. So what I'm saying is, now you are getting what you want, plus a little more for a higher price. And this concept is called the upsell. And you can do the very same thing in your voiceover career. You can have an upsell. Here's another example of an upsell. Let's say that you purchase a pair of tennis shoes. And when you take the shoes to the counter, when you take it up to the checkout person to pay for the shoes, that person offers you a tennis shoe cleaner, right? And this is a cleaner. It's usually a spray, some type of foamy white spray, a cleaner to help you keep your white tennis shoes clean. You look at it, you look at the can, and you kind of read it, and they explain it to you. And you say to yourself, why not? It sounds like a good idea. I do want to keep my tennis shoes white, and so you pay for that cleaner. So now your final purchase is a little more. You came in for one thing, but you were talked into buying another thing that helps the first thing you bought and makes it even better. That is an upsell. Now you can do the same thing with your clients. Yes, you can. You can do one job for them and talk them into another job, which brings you more money. You can make their final purchase more just by offering them something else. Get more money for your voiceover work by using an upsell method. You do something extra. Now, you might say to yourself, what can I do extra in the voiceover world? Well, let's say that they just want a raw file from you because they didn't know that you have the ability to actually give them more production, maybe even produce the whole spot. So you ask them to let you edit some more, and you charge them for that. Let's say you speak a foreign language. Why don't you do the spot in the language that they asked you for initially, and then also let them know that you could do it in French, or you could do it in Spanish, and you can get more money for that. Offer to add music. Offer to add atmospheric sounds like the outside or being inside of a store. Now you are adding production value to the job, and you need to be paid for that. Market better. Start to market the fact that you will give more for more money. Talk about the things that you will do for a certain price and how much you'll do for another price. Create sales incentives that make a client want to give you more, want to order more, and pay you properly for it. The goal is to increase the value of the job that you do. So you have your standard price and that should be reasonable. And then you have your added value, and that should seem to be reasonable. And you ask your client for more money for this added value.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Daly for dailyvo.com. I want to tell you about one resource I highly recommend for vocal warm-ups because it takes out all of the guesswork and it was purpose-built with voiceover in mind. It's called Rodney Saulsberry's Tongue Twisters and Vocal Warm-Ups with Other Vocal Care Tips. How's that for a title? So in case you don't know, Rodney Saulsberry is a top-tier talent and coach, motivational speaker, and author of several books on voice acting, including You Can Bank on Your Voice and Step Up to the Mic. The book is available in print and on Kindle, and you can find it at Amazon or Rodney's personal website, rodneysaulsberry.com, in the store section.
It's very important to time your request for more money at the right time. So you have to time it, right? Now, the best time to raise prices for your voiceover customers is when you know they are satisfied with your product. You see, your client will be willing to accept your price increase if they know what your new service is, all right? If you improve your recording environment and you get a better produced final recording, your product will sound better, and so it will justify your increase in price. So you may let your customers know months in advance about the fact that you are updating your studio. You might let them know about the fact that you are buying new, more expensive, better equipment. You may let them know about that in a monthly newsletter, for instance. And so they know that because you have improved your recording environment and your product is going to sound a whole lot better, that they should be prepared to pay you more. Another way to raise money that you get in voiceover or whatever job it is that you do is to target a different customer base. So now you've got your regular customers, but you want to make more money in your field, so you need to expand your target base. You can raise prices if you have new people that never knew what your old prices were. Okay? You may go after a more affluent audience now. Maybe you will start trying to sell to people that you know have more money. So your customer base is more affluent. Make sure that your price increases for those who have been with you in the past. Make sure that they are modest. Okay, so we're expanding our target market. That's going to make more money. We're going to start to go after a more upscale customer with bigger budgets. That's going to make us have more money. But then at the same time, when we make our increases, the customers that we already have will know that our increases are only modest, and we have talked to them along the way about the possibility of raising these prices, but the price increases are modest. In the end, you will still have more money, okay? You will still be making more money. And this whole thing is about how to get more money for your voiceover jobs.
Are you looking for expert advice on advancing your voiceover career? Are you just getting started in the business? Join the Consultants Club and receive monthly coaching on how to read scripts, interpret copy, and get work in the fastest growing business in the world. When you join the Consultants Club, go to rodneysaulsberry.com and sign up today.
Plan ahead. You have to plan ahead. Before you raise your prices, make sure you've considered not only your current cost, but also what a cost increase is going to feel like to your customers. You want to make sure that you've planned ahead and you've thought about it and you've made an increase that people will be happy with, satisfied with, and willing to pay. And we here at Success Talks are proud to give you the information you need to be successful right here on Success Talks.
You can listen to any of Rodney's podcasts at any time. Go to rodneysaulsberry.com.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I urge you to listen to future podcasts where I will continue to try and make you better than before. My goal is to point you in a positive direction to success right here on Success Talks with me, Rodney Saulsberry.